Hey, good morning. So I just wanted to show you, I'm down here at the shop today. Got some cool rocks, bit of the serpentine. This is a big boy I'm going to cut today. Oh yeah, look at that. It's pretty green. And I got a couple smalls that not smalls. I'm going to try to possibly cut these. We'll see what's up. The big saw that we like to typically use it's out of commission, and so I'll show you real quick. This is the lapidary shop down here at the museum. You know, we got all these saws here. This one's like a 35-inch or something like that. This one over here is the one I usually like to use, but I'll be using this one today. And then, yeah, I'll show you what we got. It's going to be pretty cool. Super stoked about it. You can see it's got some good green in it. This one right here is going to be more of like the olive drab color, but it's pretty neat too. I'm really thinking this one's going to be the really gemmy green, so it won't have you know, much of the chromite inclusions. And yeah, here's a cool piece of wood that I'm going to be giving somebody at my office. I guess her son really likes petrified wood and they haven't found any yet, so pretty cool. And then, yeah, my car's a mess, so please excuse that. Alright, so we cut this big boy and look at that. Oh god. Yep, so I'm going to take a slab off of it and I'll show you how that looks. Check this one out. Just cut that. Some nice serpentine. Pretty good. The rest of it in the saw right now. As soon as it gets done finishing with the slab, I'll show you what that one looks like. I'm really hoping there's going to be some really nice transparency in this one. Really nice. It does have some cracks up here, but overall, pretty wicked. It's nice. Just pull this slab out. Over there. That's clean. And we got a whole lot more coming. Thick boy. Woo-hoo. Wow. A couple more I found today. You can see that just a bunch of agates and quartz crystals. They're all geode, so you can see this one. It's just a bunch of quartz. Got a bunch of fortifications on it. Pretty cool. Another one you can see the fortifications on. This one's got less quartz on it, but it's got that red rind on it. That's iron staining, and so this could be have a little bit of amethyst in it. There's some quartz, but yeah, all of these are collected at the same spot. The ground's littered with them. You can see them in my YouTube videos. I go up there pretty frequently during the winter time. Let's see, I got a couple more here. Really like them when they're like this, just because they're pretty predictable. I like to call them potatoes. Got a bunch of them. All right. Pretty cool stuff. Chickens! What's up, birds? Come on, chickens, let's get food. Get some breakfast. Come on, red bird. Come on, chickies. Good birds. So I just got the Antigorite in the saw. Should be a good one. It was a smaller piece, of course, but it looked like it was going to be that really nice deep green one. So as soon as this gets out, I'm cutting the butt off of it first, and then I will cut a little slab off it and see if the light goes through. See if I've still got my eyes on me. I'll also be cutting these ones, but I'll have to take probably this big boy over to the Crater Rock Museum to have cut. And then this one I'll probably be able to cut here. You can see it's pretty wicked. Got some sweet striations in there. So I think this one will be good for something like Intarsia or something. And then this one I'll probably be able to cut in my saw, but this is definitely some bowenite as well. Whether it'll be transparent or not, that's always a ticket, but I think I'll probably just start cutting my way into it like that, cut, and hopefully that'll be a good one too. As you can see, it's kind of late, so I probably won't be making too many cuts tonight, but I'll be working on it for the next few days. Ooh, that one's going to be jammy. Alright, let's see if this slab actually came out. It's going to be tough to tell. Probably not the best, but still pretty neat. Alright, so I got this one in next. And I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. And that should be good. So let's cut a little slab off of that and see how it turns out. Here's the one that I just cut a thin slab off of. It's pretty cool. It's got a couple fractures in it, but overall it's pretty nice. Just cutting some of this stuff today. Pretty sure it's going to be, oh man, not going to be the greatest. Oh, that's alright though. We'll take another cut off of it and see what's up. So we got a couple of these taters that we're going to throw in here. Getting our stage 1 barrel. We're just going to kind of shape them out, see what's going on. You know, because a lot of these smaller ones I can't even fit in a saw. So we're just going to throw these guys in there. See what happens. Yeah, they're a little dirty. I don't really care. It's going to be, you know, going in with some pretty tough grit. So, yeah, I'll get these in here, show you what's up. It's got like 20 pounds of silicon carbide from HP over there. Yeah, you can see this one right here, 6090, and some 30. I didn't even know they made 30. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of fill this barrel up a little bit, see what's happening. I got a bunch of extra stuff in here too that I was gonna do earlier, but you know, the problem was I didn't have the grit. All I had was 120, and I just was not gonna waste that. You know, grit over time it gets expensive, but you know, it's just gonna be like an agate barrel, so nothing too fancy. Well, for some people anyway, but yeah, all these are self-collected, and yeah, we're just gonna fill up the barrel and see what happens. Just to let you guys know, I am by no means a rock tumbling expert. I'm more of like the guy who goes and finds this stuff. But if you really want to check out, get a good idea of tumbling, go check out Michigan Rocks. He's like awesome. Dude really knows what's going on. I'll put a little link up. And then Agate Ariel seems to do a pretty good job as well. I don't know too much of the details of like what Ariel uses for like her media grid, all that stuff. Michigan Rock seems to, you know, have more content on it, and like just overall the guy really explains stuff well. And so yeah, check those guys out if you want to get a better idea of tumbling. But yeah, here's what we're looking at so far. Pretty big barrel. You know, these are rated for like 15 pounds or something like that. So, you know, I'm just kind of weighting it real quick, and then we'll see what's happening. Throw some grit in there and get it rolling. For this one, I'm going to use a 30 grit just because I've never tried it before. As you can see, it's pretty gritty. That's what she looks like. I got about 3 tablespoons of the 30 grit in here. We're just going to see what happens. I might put just a touch more water in there. But, yeah, I'm not really too concerned about it right now. Alright, that's nice. This is going to be a nice bowenite right here. But we're going to get that out of the way for now. This one's going to be really cool. Actually, I want to show you guys that one real quick, because this one I think I might put in a saw real quick before I go and do my open house this morning. Oh, that's not going to work. There we go. That's the old pepper. Look at that. See those striations? That's wicked. And then this side, the front here, look at this. You got green in there. So, I'm not really sure what that is yet, but what I think I'm going to do is I might try to actually cut this face right here. Might try to cut this face off right there. But see, we also have this crack right here that I'm not really sure what's the best. But the idea is that I think with these striations right here, this would make really good for intarsia. I've got a few friends who are doing that stuff these days, and so might be pretty neat, you know, just kind of subtle. All right, so we're just going to load this up onto the rack, get it going, and yeah, usually what I'll do is I'll set a timer for, let's see, it's September 7th right now, so probably set timer for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, and then we'll check and see how it's going. But I'll have a video out before then. Maybe we'll give you like an update. Because what I'm going to do, here's the whole thing, is this is my stage 1. I'm going to put everything through here, because I got a lot of stuff that I'd like to actually get polished up. Stuff that I'm not really going to cut or whatever. So this is going to act as a stage 1. I'm actually kind of hoping this works well, because if it does, I'm going to get maybe 1 or 2 more of these things. Got a lot of stuff that I'd like to tumble. Cool part is this, the vibratory tumbler. As you can see, it needs to be given a little bit of love, but we're going to use our vibratory tumbler for everything else, right? And so that means you know, all of our pre-polish, everything like that will all go through this. And so this is going to take a long time. Those things are extremely fast. It's not the best one, but they're really kind of hard to get right now, and so that was my option. It's only $189, I believe. It's a 10-pound barrel, I think. As you can see, Tumble 5. Nothing crazy expensive, but hey, you know what? It'll work for what we're trying to do right now. And if anything, you know, we can always get 1 or 2 more of those things. So I'll throw a link in the description or up above or something like that, whatever, if you guys are interested in one of these things or one of these. But, you know, we'll just have to see. And really, I don't like to put like links in the description and blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything here. It's more just like, if this works for me, then maybe it might work for you. You know, we all have different, preferences, opinions, you know, and everything like that. So, you know, I'm just trying to help out where I can. This out of the way. As you can see, it's been, basically it's been off all summer long. Just because it's like, it gets really hot in my shop here. And so I don't really want to like run my motors and everything when it's 110 degrees outside, which means it's probably 120 degrees in here. It's also why my shop's a mess and everything needs to be cleaned up. But I'll get it cleaned up over the winter. I did finally get Frank going. So this is completely self-contained now. I don't have to be outside to run this. It still kind of makes a mess, but I just put this thing like this now, and then I can work like that. Well, let me show you better. So anyway, now that Frank's up and running, you know, I'll be able to run this during the winter time. But it's nice because, you know, I put this little thing in there, it doesn't, you know, spray all over. And I just kind of go like there, and then I got a little drain plug here going. So yeah. You know, even got a little bit of jasper I'm waiting to polish up. This is from the coast. Really nice stuff, polychrome stuff. But let's get this barrel on here, get it rolling, and see how this is going to work. You know, I did have some issues with this before, but I think that was my problem because I ended up maybe putting too much weight in it. I'm not really sure, so we're just going to see what happens. Keep an eye on it over the next day or so. Make sure we don't have any issues, and then yeah, hopefully it will be all good for us. See, that's the problem right there. So I don't know what's going on there, but if I plug in, it works, right? As soon as I put some weight on it, that's the problem. So I'm wondering if this motor's actually toast. That would be kind of lame if it is. So, yep, that's not going to work because look, as soon as I put any kind of pressure on it, it just dies. So I'm thinking this motor's probably spent. That sucks because I've been wanting to get this thing rolling. What do you do, right? Besides get another one, I guess I'll jump on Amazon and see if I can find something. What the heck? This sucks. Looks like a dog or something chasing a squirrel maybe, or digging. I'm not really sure, but all that stuff that I had right here, the chert, this stuff, this green chert, all this stuff is now buried. So I guess I'm gonna have to grab my sifter screen, but it doesn't really matter because this is all stuff I was gonna use as tumbles anyway. So you know, I'll spray all this stuff, and you know, we'll get it once the tumbler is going again. We'll get that. Oh, hey, check that out. It's a pretty sweet little piece of polychrome. Pretty nice. There was some neat stuff in here though, like this. You can see that's moss agate right there. It's super, super mossy, like ultra mossy. Yeah. So yeah, that's part of the fun today. Considering our predicament here, I think what we're gonna do is maybe cut a little bit of bowenite or something. I've got some smaller pieces that I've been wanting to get cut anyway, but you know, like I said, it's kind of hard to cut when it's super hot outside if you're trying to make sure your motor doesn't go out. And in fact, that could be why the tumbler is messed up. We don't know, but I think that maybe this one might be a good one, you know, because I can clamp this in like that or something. I don't know. That's a problem, is that it's like I always have funky shaped ones, you know. This one over here though, I might cut that. That thing's going to be super nice. It's going to have a lot of character to it. But yep, that's about it. Let me look around, see what we can do, and I'll show you what's next. Come on, chickens, get some water. Chicken bird, come on, red bird. Like these ones are looking nice. Maybe I'll cut one of these. All kind of small, but it's got some pink in there. It's really lightweight though. Yeah, I think these are all stuff I set aside for tumbles. Look at that one though. Isn't that wicked? It's got crazy fortifications on that. But once again, see, it's like super odd shaped. It's almost like a glob. Maybe I'll just clean this mess up. Definitely need to get some containers for my grit now that I got that, because right now got all my fine grit down there. It's gonna need to happen. And then, as you can see, this is all my camping gear and stuff from the summer. So I can clean all this stuff up, get some of this rolling. And then, yeah, maybe I can organize some of this stuff. But I got to do an open house today. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to have the time. So I gotta still print stuff out, flyers and whatnot. And, yeah, But, well, what do? You know, here's what I'm thinking. Let's cut this thing. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, yep. So, always make sure I push this one, because what happens is it gets just barely, when the it will get stuck like, you know, 3/4 of the way, and then when I pull this thing back like that, it re-engages because it loses tension on that. And so I've learned. Anyway, what we're gonna do, hey, let me turn the light on. Hey, look at that. Fancy pants, huh? This one right here, this is some really cool stuff. So I've been talking with a lot of the people in the New Zealand Rockhound groups, and they have something that's like this, but the real deal, and they call it Marston flower jade, I think is what they call it. Anyway, maybe I'll show you a little picture of it real quick. But This is basically the serpentine version of it. It's super cool. And I've got some pieces. Like, let's see. Pretty sure. Nope, not that one. Anyway, I know I got some, there it is. There it is. This one right here. Here, let me show you real quick. Okay. So you see like all the that reflection. So you see all this white inclusions in there. It looks super cool because all the chromite all the chromite inclusions, or magnesiochromite, or whatever it actually is, those polish up to like a metallic finish. But then you have this white in here that looks super cool, and it will take a polish. So I don't know. Maybe we'll cut a little bit of that. Cut one more off of this. Lift that up a little bit. And do a little twisty twist. That should be probably about good. Because I want to cut this a little thin so we get a nice light going through it. And then, yeah, let's get this started. Then we'll go and throw that one in over there afterwards. Alright, so as you can see, got that real close to that blade. But see, blade still spins freely. Yeah, I need a new blade. It's kind of warpy right now. I need to give this machine a little love, all in general. But for now, it's not doing any harm. So it just doesn't do the best. But yeah, we're gonna see how this one comes out. While I got you here, you should see this one. This one's super cool. Just cut this the other day. Turned out really awesome. Backside, not so much. Oh, well, it's still pretty cool, It's got that, it's like quartz geode inside. But yeah, this is kind of the stuff we're working on right now. This stuff turned out to be super nice. It does have fracturing in it, but it's a river rock. River rocks tend to have fractures. But as you can see, geez, mess. As you can see, just kind of been trying to get things going, and summer's been pretty chaotic this year, so it's gonna have to, do things as I can, and as winter approaches, I'll be able to do a lot more. But I would be honest with you, this one right here, I cannot wait to see what this is. I bet you this is going to be phenomenal. Now, I've been wrong before, especially when it comes to things like bowenite. But here's the whole thing. You can see those tiny little inclusions. And now some of you might remember that I've cut another bigger piece like this, and it was seriously one of the best things I've ever found. So I really want to get that cut, but I've just got, number one, I have to go to the museum because this thing's too small. Number two, I got to find the time, you know what I mean? Busy. So I'm going to jump online real quick, see what's up, see if we can find another motor for this thing. And then we're going to get that tumbler going as soon as possible. The other thing we're going to need to be doing here soon is we need to get working on this thing. Problem is right now is I can't get the bit off, and I have another bit, or you can see that one right there. That bit is stuck on too, so I need to figure out how to get them off. I'm not strong enough. I've tried to use leverage. I've tried to use WD. As you can see, right, I squirted like half of this bottle over it periodically, and yeah, it's not coming off. So I might have to get a torch on it or something and heat it up. But I've got an 1.25 inch bit on it right now, which is great for doing small stuff. But I really do want to be able to just use all the bits, because I have up to like a 5-inch bit. And I think that if I did 5-inch cores and then we cut those into slices and polish them, I think it would look really good, like backlit or something like that. So I'm not sure, but there's a lot of projects that need to be done, and that's why I ask you to support the channel. There's a lot of projects that need to be done, but you guys help me out by supporting the channel, and that allows me to get some of these projects rolling. Some of the stuff is expensive, it just takes time and effort and gas money and whatnot. But yeah, if you want to help and support, You can always like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friend, whatever, you know. I always appreciate it. Good chickens. Yeah, as you can see, it's been the summer of broken things. You know, boots are dying. Broke my backpack the other day. All the zippers now are just, they don't work. You know, this one right here, you can see. I mean, literally, everything's just breaking down this summer. But, hey, what do you do, right? Deal with what you can, and, you know, hope for the best. Even my cowboy boots are on their last leg. Check this out. I've never seen this happen before. That's how you know they've been worn out, huh? Yeah. That's an air pocket, see? What really stinks, though, is with my boots. Well, they don't stink as bad. Anyway, what really stinks, though, is I take really good care of my boots. Like, I grease them up all the time. I wash them, you know, before I do that. You know, and it just seems like, I don't know, maybe rockhounding is just too difficult or too hard on boots. These ones, these Irish setters here, they lasted a long time. You can see they look all beat up right now. That's because I'm wearing them as river boots right now. Who cares, you know? If they're dead, they're dead. But I think what I'm probably going to end up having to do is go get another pair of those. They were really good boots, though. I've had like Keens, I've had all those hiking boots. I just ruin them. I was doing the REI exchange thing there for a while, to where like you can return it within 1 year or something like that, and I was blowing out like $300 boots in like 2 months. They were just like but of course, hunting boots, all those straps, you know, or all this, you know, it just is kind of a pain in the butt, especially when it's super hot. And so that's why I get the cowboy boots. These ones were Justin's. They're pretty nice and they're super comfortable. But, you know, the leather's kind of soft. It's not really, I don't think it's meant for the kind of stuff we do, you know. All right, sounds like it's done. Here we go. See if it's good. So you can see there, that's the stuff I'm talking about, but check this out. Oh yeah. Some good green. Let's cut some more. Oh, come on. I know. Gray bird, you better get in there. Come on. Yep, better get in there. Coming for you. Good birds. Good chickens. All right, ladies. See you in the morning.